Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I have made a tier list about the strongest Skibidi toilet characters from worst to best. There are about 30 characters on this tier list. Note that I only included agents that appeared in the past 11 episodes, and that I won't include the smaller agents like Plunger and Scientist Toilet because they obviously would get stomped in this list. But anyways, keep watching until the end because I have some pretty hot takes. Here we go. Now before we get to the first tier, let me remind you something. This list ranks from left to right, with the strongest on the left and the weakest on the right. I'll begin with the weakest and progressively move towards the strongest. So anyways, the weakest in Fodder Tier is this quad buzzsaw toilet that fought Camera Woman. There aren't really anything special about this toilet. He has 4 buzzsaws, as the name suggests, and some strider legs. He used sunglasses probably to protect from the TV rays. But he did die like 5 seconds later, so I can't really say much about this toilet. We have the MJ toilet. We first see him in episode 69. He uses a lot of sharp weapons, and he doesn't have any special abilities. He's like the quad buzzsaw strider toilet, but bigger and much better. He's still alive right now and is with the G Squad. So the next Fodder Tier toilet is the small Astro Troop. Now, I know what you're saying. Why are they so low in the list? Well, a large cameraman literally dodged all of Astro Troop's attacks in episode 76. And only at the end did he start getting crazy. We can also assume that the Astro Troops can regenerate. I know they are very low in the list, but most characters that appeared in the last 11 episodes are still stronger since they are smarter and better than the Astro Troop. So next in the list are all these Skibidi mutants, and the Berserker mutant Skibidi toilet being the strongest. Mutants are getting stronger and stronger, and they are seen more in the battlefield. These 4 are the strongest mutants because of their abilities. They can have sickles, buzzsaws, katanas, and more. So the strongest we have in the Fodder Tier is the glitch toilet. Why is this on the list if I said that I only included characters that appeared in the last 11 episodes? And why do I place these higher than the Astro Troops? Well, the glitch toilet is more crazy and reckless. Glitch toilet can kill a whole group of Alliance members by just ramming into their head, while the Astro Troops don't even do that. They rarely even ram things even with their armor. They normally just use their weapons. Honestly, if all the Astro Troops were like Glitch Toilet, then almost all small Alliance agents would be dead by now. This is why Glitch Toilet is the highest in this tier. I also included Glitch Toilet in the list, because he is now pretty relevant and he has a lot of similarities with the Astro Toilet troops. Now let's move on to the weak tier, and the weakest in the which is the Bill Tank Skibidi toilet. Not much can be really said about this toilet because 3 seconds after his reveal, he quite literally died to the camera strider. Anyways, he is equipped with multiple specialized rocket launchers strategically positioned throughout his toilet. He also possesses a missile defense turret that can be extended or retracted at will. Additionally, he has a rocket launcher mounted on the front of his toilet and 2 more on each side. Notably, he wears a beret, making him the first Skibidi toilet to do so. Next in this tier is the Laser Crusher Skibidi toilet. He's a pretty unique toilet with 4 big wheels and a crusher in the front. He also has a few lasers. It serves to destroy smaller units, being very helpful since it seems that it destroys the units very easy and fast. Again, it rolls when the toilet moves. It has large spikes on it to destroy the enemies. Again, I can't say much about this toilet since he appeared for like 5 seconds. Here, we have the Mafia toilet. He has 4 strider legs and 2 other appendages used for holding weapons, including a powerful acid cannon and a buzzsaw. I specifically put him higher than the first 2 because he actually holds up to the Titans. He also had an acidic blaster, which is clearly very effective at damaging the Titans. we have the upgraded quad buzzsaw Skibidi toilet. I also don't have much to say, since he also died 3 seconds after his first appearance. But he is actually pretty big and he has a mask and some buzzsaw weapons. Rip bro though, since he got killed by his own buzzsaw. But moving on to the last Skibidi in weak tier, we have the mini juggernaut toilet we saw in episode 75. He's the strongest in this tier, since he quite literally is an astro toilet. In episode 75, a bunch of Alliance members were struggling to kill him because he's very durable. He has some claws, 2 cannons, and a shield. He resembles Juggernaut Toilet because of his body structure and the mask. People also think that he's a dog because of his canine ears, but unfortunately, he died in the same episode of his first appearance though, so RIP. Now let's head over C tier. These characters are starting to actually get pretty decent, but still mediocre, and you'll see in a moment. But now let's talk about the first C tier toilet, and it's the Astro Strider. He first appeared in episode 76, part 1, and is heavily armored throughout his toilet body. He has a laser cannon at the center of his toilet, and we can see that it can actually disable shields. The Strider Astro also acts like a tank and relies on Troop Astro toilets for protection and support. But he and the other small Astro troops got ambushed though, and he did not stand a chance. Moving on to the next in the list, and it's the Quad Laser Skibidi toilet. We can primarily see them in episodes 70 and 73. The Quad Laser Skibidi toilet is equipped with 2 laser cannons attached to each side of his exterior. The Quad Laser Skibidi is a pretty heavily armored Skibidi. Some fought Titan Cameraman in episode 70, and they were also a trouble for Titan TV Man in episode 73. The Quad Laser Scientist Toilet Mech serves as the secondary mech for the original Scientist Toilet, created as a replacement for the original one. He also has quad lasers like the Quad Laser Skibidi, but I put the mech higher because I can assume the scientist gave his mech better and stronger laser cannons than the Quad Laser Skibidi. We first saw the mech in Skibidi Toilet 70, Part 3, right after when the scientist dropped down and controlled it to try and kill an Alliance group. But the scientist later died and TV Woman used it. But it did get destroyed by G Toilet, so it isn't that durable. So let's move on to the upgraded Camera Strider. We saw it in episode 72, and it contained very powerful upgrades. It has 4 plasma cannons and a main cannon in the middle. For me, the main cannon kind of reminds me of Sparky from Clash Royale. But anyways, it definitely is a powerful Strider since it managed to one-shot the Bill Tank toilet. It also heavily damaged a SWAT mutant toilet. The Camera Strider actually gets badly damaged in the same episode by G Toilet. But at the end of the episode, it was alright. We then see it repaired again in episode 76, and it is being controlled by a scientist cameraman. Next, we got is the DJ Toilet. He appeared in episode 6 as a meme, but DJ Skibidi Toilet returned upgraded in episode 70, equipped with some sunglasses and a giant Strider-like mech with speakers. But as Bro is showing off his music, Detainer comes in and obliterates his upgrades. Poor Bro. But we do see him again with the other Skibidi in the later episodes. Now let's talk about his upgrades in episode 70. The DJ Toilet Mech has a large main toilet resembling a large Skibidi toilet, with sunglasses, a gray beanie, and pink headphones. The black toilet is mounted on 3 armored Strider legs and has a DJ turntable at the front. An upgraded version includes a wall of small speakers behind it, a secondary speaker wall below, 4 giant laser cannons at the corners, and a small auxiliary cannon attached below. We didn't see high upgrades in action though, since it got destroyed 4 seconds later, but he is repairing as we can see in episode 74. Hope Bro returns to his prime. Let's move on to the next character in this tier, and it is named the Iterant Astro Toilet as said by the wiki. They appeared in episode 76 at the end of the episode. The itinerant Astro Toilet is extremely powerful since their main ability is to shoot out of their core, which can cause an extreme amount of damage, being able to destroy a building in a single shot. An example of this was here. He completely annihilated that bridge. Before, low-key though, he had a drill at the center of his toilet. But anyways, let's move on. Next, we got the Interceptor Astro in C tier, and we first saw them appear in episode 74 along with the other Astro Toilets. They resemble an X-wing aircraft. They are not strong on their own, but a whole swarm of them is literally almost unstoppable. They also use 2 blasters to attack, and they have their yellow eye to aim the blaster to shoot the targets. They also have a sound ability, as we can see here. We can assume that they are the fastest since they kind of look like jet fighters. The interceptors mostly specialize fighting other enemy aircrafts to secure air supremacy. And last in C tier are the Obliterator Astros. Has 4 laser cannons and a main cannon in the middle of the toilet. They have X-wings, like the Interceptor Astro Toilet. I put Obliterator Toilets higher since the Interceptors only really specialize fighting other aircrafts, while the Obliterator can cause more damage on the ground. So we finally head over to B tier characters. They are competent and reliable. Characters in this tier perform well in most situations. They have notable strengths, but also some limitations that prevent them from being top tier. So now, let's talk about the first B tier character, which is the fake G Toilet. He really is just an injured G Toilet 3.0, but with weaker lasers. He really wasn't meant to be very strong, but he still gets B tier just because of his enormous size. He's also surprisingly pretty brave since he chose to attack the Titans rather than flying away in episode 65. The Assailant Astro Toilet or UFO Toilet is one of the commanders of the Astro Toilets. He's a pretty small Astro, and the only thing that he has in his arsenal currently are his blaster and laser eyes. Well, you might argue that UFO should be lower, or even higher, but I think B tier fits him. Yes, he's actually pretty small, but he can move very swiftly, and he is very versatile. He also has a pretty reliable cannon, so it's fair that he is in B tier. So next we have the Duchess Astro Toilet. She's an extremely unique Astro Toilet because she utilizes a large crimson ring resembling a halo on her head, which also radiates, glows, and spins. She has what looks like a cannon, which boasts various functions and attack methods. These include red laser beams, absorbing enemy energy attacks, grabbing, and other capabilities. She also can shoot out lasers on her eyes and mouth. She also has a shield. I'm not gonna lie, but she's a pretty scary Astro. And we definitely have not seen her full arsenal. I rate her higher than the fake G Toilet because of her cannons and her Astro abilities. Don't forget that she also has a shield. Fake Jimmy is cooked. The last character in B tier are the Destructor Astro Toilets. Obviously, Bro is the strongest one since a Destructor Toilet destroyed a whole army of Skibidis in 76 Part 1. But anyways, they have 4 energy cannons on each corner. They also have 2 laser cannons at their sides, and with a core in the middle. As I said before, he's definitely strong since he destroyed a Skibidi toilet army. We can also assume that the jets that we saw in the beginning of 76 crashed into the Destructor, but we later see it only on fire and not even damaged, making it very durable. A lot of these were chasing Titan Cameraman, so Titan Cam is for sure dead. So first person in this tier is the Scientist Toilet. The Scientist Toilet has 2 arms and 4 legs, and he has a lot of different abilities he uses. He has speaker upgrades from Cinema Man, an acidic blaster, a laser blaster, a laser eye, a rocket blaster, and most importantly a TV screen. I also want to point out that Bro literally looks so huge because of his spider legs. I believe that the Scientist mech is made to be as big as possible. But sadly, the mech did get destroyed and obliterated by Titan TV Man, though in episode 67 part 3, so we won't be seeing it again soon. Alright, so next we got is Titan Speaker Man, but fully enraged because his normal version is literally so weak it'll be low in the list, so I picked his prime instead. Upgraded Titan TV Man decided to power up the core of Titan Speakerman so that he would go crazy in battle, and he did. He went completely berserk and started lasering the fuck out of the toilets. Not to mention he span around with his laser core activated and he obliterated every single toilet in the vicinity. We also see the enraged version of Titan Speakerman again in episode 73. He started to knife the shit out of G Toilet's eye and kept shooting him on his face. I put this version of Titan Speaker Man higher than Scientist Toilet. Since Titan Speaker Man's attacks are so quick and fast, he can kill almost anything in his state. So the next in this tier is the Astro Arm version of Titan Cameraman. The shoulder cannons and his detainer arm honestly carries him though. In Skibidi Toilet 69, Titan Cameraman received an upgrade with 2 shoulder-mounted laser cannons. These powerful lasers managed to actually burn G Toilet's head badly. These were surely more powerful than the ones that he had before. But anyways, he also has a detainer arm which he got when Detainer Toilet dropped it. Is the most powerful out of the 3 arms he had beforehand. It can absorb energy, such as lasers and laser orbs, and return them back to the sender. These definitely places him higher in the list. The things that hold him back though is that his head is literally so close to coming off. It got damaged badly in episode 67. There is no way bro can actually survive the Astros that were hunting him. But we will see. The second strongest A-tier character are the carrier toilets. Why? Well, their lasers and cores are extremely powerful. If it can knock down buildings, then I can assure it can knock down the Titans. Don't forget that it's absolutely huge meaning. It's extremely durable. They also have a shield to protect their face. The powers of these carriers are absolute insane, and I want to find out how the Alliance and toilets can kill these. So we finally move on to the strongest character in A tier, which is the Detainer Astro Toilet. Hold on, you might ask how he's higher than Titan Cameraman? Well, Detainer knows more about the Detainer arm than Titan Cameraman. Detainer Astro is designed to have a weapon like that, so he definitely has a better grasp in using the weapon. Additionally, he is equipped with a built-in spear and tentacles, unlike Titan Cameraman, who is unaware of the tentacles and doesn't have the spear. So Detainer definitely takes the number 1 spot. Surprisingly, Detainer actually almost defeated G Toilet, but his weakness is definitely his pride, so he won't make it in the strongest tier. Before we head over to the strongest tier, make sure to subscribe. My goal now is to reach 5,000 subscribers, and it would really help out if you subscribe. Without further ado, let's head over to the strongest tier. Characters in this tier are the most powerful, possessing exceptional abilities, strength, or influence. They often dominate in any situation and have few, if any, weaknesses. So first, S-tier character is none other than the GOAT, G Toilet 4.0. Seriously, picture me this. He got burned badly by Titan Cameraman, got knifed and shot at extremely fast by Titan Speakerman, and got TV beamed. Guess what? He's still alive. It also appears that he is immune to the TV beams. He has incredible resistance to anything, and is definitely strong with his lasers. Don't forget that he has a core, which can release orbs that can really mess with enemies. But one of his biggest strengths is that he is incredibly smart. Firstly, he set up a trap to lure in Cinema Man in Skibidi Toilet 47, distracted the Detainer by setting up kamikaze toilets, deceived the Astro Detainer into taking his purple orbs. He also set up some quad laser toilets to distract Titan TV Man as much as possible, and gave a message to Titan TV Man at the end of episode 73 by saying, "I will survive." And suddenly, he got the thrusters from the containers. The plot armor is insane. Don't forget that he is being upgraded and he will turn into the G-Titan in the future. I'm not glazing, it's just the way it is. But the second strongest in S tier is none other than upgraded Titan TV man himself. Episode 68 Part 1 proves that he definitely is the strongest Alliance Titan. He has 4 monitors, a core that turns attacks into energy, which can power Titan TV man up, a purple blade that can teleport and can disable shields, as we can see in the Season 24 extra scenes, and his monitors can actually fly individually. Not to mention that he is immune to the parasitic toilets. Honestly, what doesn't this guy have? The only weakness I can think of is that he is pretty slow and bulky. Right now, he is most likely getting some upgrades to prepare from the Astro invasion. So finally, the strongest and most powerful toilet in Skibidi toilet at the moment is the Juggernaut toilet. Seriously, this guy is actually crazy. Firstly, he has an extremely durable shield on his left arm and an EMP blaster on his right, which can disable shields and can literally knock down Titans with no effort. He can also apparently see through walls. I can't say much right now since we don't know what other abilities Juggernaut has, but I'm honestly excited on what the Alliance will do to kill this beast. For now, he is unstoppable, and there is no stopping him. So that's every powerful character's ranked. Thank you so much for watching since this took a lot of effort to make. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for watching.